So it's a family-run business. It's run and set up as a partnership. So the partnership is me, my brother and my mum. I'm the only active farmer of those three. So the farm, predominantly clay loam soil type, so it's quite heavy, quite badly drained, so some of it's unproductive because of that. It's not a ring farm, unfortunately, so I've got 4 land blocks dotted within probably a 4-mile radius of each other. I've kind of block cropped every land block now so that it's just more efficient to work with, so you go to one block, it's all the same crop. Going forward, just trying to farm the best bits and put the less productive parts now, making the most of the stewardship schemes coming forward to utilise them better. I was in countryside stewardship when it first came out, just on one block of land, so I'd kind of had a bit of a taste from doing that, what certain options would do. When stewardship second time round came in, I probably understood a bit more than a lot of farmers would, having done it once before. So I knew what would kind of work and what wouldn't work, and then it was just kind of piecing together of what was going to be better than what I was already doing. So would the stewardship option perform better for the business rather than the crops I was growing, given the yields I was getting? So I kind of analysed all my yield maps. I've got a lot of yield data going back sort of 13, 14 years. Being able to analyse every field on a field by field basis, and even looking at within that field to see which areas of that field are doing better than others. I've kind of used all that evidence to decide what to continue to crop and what to put into an environmental feature. If it's not performing financially, cropping it, and the stewardship option will perform better for me, then I've just put it into stewardship. We've got quite a bit of different stewardship options on this block. We've got an enhanced overwinter stubble. There's 18 hectares of that in this particular block. We've got a failed oilseed rape crop, which should be harvested now, but it failed and got written off quite early. That's 16 hectares of that side of the field. Awkward bit to farm around the back of the telegraph poles. I've put that into winter bird food mixture. And then at the other end of the field, it's behind quite a big wood, so it never really gets the sunlight. So when you come to harvest a crop of wheat, it's always green there. You always get bits that aren't ready. So that's gone into 2 hectares down that end, gone into 2-year clover fallow mixture. Ultimately, we are farming in the countryside, and we're sharing it really with everything else that's here. And if there's incentives to do some good for the wildlife, for the habitats, for the species that we're working amongst, and that works better financially for the farm business, then I see no reason not to enter into that. If you're running and managing a farm that's doing 12 tonne a hectare right across the board on every single inch of it, you're probably going to struggle for stewardship to stack up from a business point of view. I don't know a farm locally that couldn't put environmental features in here and it performed better than what they're doing already. But I think every farmer who's sat on a combine, or every farmer who's farmed his land for long enough, knows where the good bits are and where the bad bits are. So it's the bad bits you need to highlight. And what I would encourage people to do is look at the yields, look at the individual fields, just look at your business and see how stewardship could benefit your business, rather than looking at it as a problem that you don't want to enter into. So yeah, I've been a member of the CLA for longer than I can remember. Yeah, and I do use their advice quite regularly on the more niggly aspects of being a farmer, access and those kind of things. I've not taken that much advice on stewardship from them, but mainly because I've kind of been here before and understood already what it was all about. But I know should I want to pick the phone up, that they would be able to answer any question that I would have.